EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the birthplace of rock and roll, where the ceremonial guitar has been smashed. We're ready for football at Huntington Bank Field here in Cleveland. Coming up, we've got a good one in store. It's the Cincinnati Bengals and the Cleveland Browns. On the visitor's sideline, there's the Bengals head coach, Zach Taylor. On the other side, it's Kevin Stefanski, the head coach of the Browns since 2020. So what lies in store for these teams this season? The talking's done. We're about to find out. It's week 1, and off we go on EA Sports. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. So here come the Bengals. And Greg, there is no denying the talent of this man. Joe Burrow led the league in passing yards and touchdowns a season ago.
There's just certain guys, Mike, when they take the field and they step into the huddle, the other 10 players, they just take a little bit of a deeper breath. They're like, man, I'm glad this guy is on our side, and he's certainly one of them. He just brings an element of confidence to everybody else around him, not only in the huddle, but on the sideline, on the defense, coaching staff. Everyone is better as a result of him being your quarterback.
A gain of 11 on the play.
Up the middle they go. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
Well, nothing doing here, and I think you can see pretty early on that while he's trying to remain patient and see if a hole pops, it's just too slow of a developing play. He never gets into the teeth of the defense at all and ends up being taken down for a loss.
They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a first down. Burrow to throw. And into traffic, but taken in. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
4 yards on the play.
A handoff as they try to run it here. And he's not going to get away. They're going to bring him down on the other side of midfield. 7th play of this opening drive, and here's 3rd down. They bring Chase in motion. On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. He'll air one out for Higgins. And he will go all the way. T. Higgins. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Terrific way to start this one, Greg, on the opening drive. Getting the ball in the air, down the field, and into the end zone for 6.
We wondered all week, Mike, if this secondary would get tested, especially as the game progressed. Well, we didn't have to wait very long. I mean, a big play early, and we got ourselves a 6-0 ball game.
McPherson, good on the extra point. And the Bengals have their first lead of the new year. They're up 7-0 here in the season opener. After the TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away. This one taken at the 7. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Cleveland offense set to take the field for the first time. They'll be led out by the veterans still going. Former Super Bowl MVP, comeback player of the year in 2023, it's Joe Flacco.
You know, it's funny how time flies, Mike, and we won't call him old. We'll just call him experienced. And here's a guy who's been doing this for a really long time at a high level, and he's going to hope that some of that experience works in his favor today. And when he plays well, this is proving to be a really hard team to beat.
A big play to kick off this drive. 71 yards.
First and goal at the 2-yard line.
So after the big play to start, now we have first and goal. 4. Trying to push the pile forward, but he's not going to get in. They stop him up short. From back at the 2 now, here's 2nd and goal.
At the 2-yard line.
Again, it'll be 4. And he's going to be swallowed up again. Back-to-back runs, back-to-back losses. Now it's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and goal.
Flacco to throw. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. The NFL sack leader from a year ago, Trey Hendrickson. He's into the sack column early in the season. A sack on this opening drive.
For the Browns field goal. A 29-yard attempt.
Hopkins' kick is good. And the Browns are on the board. It's 7-3.
Browns 3.
So anytime an offense comes off the field after settling for 3, you always have to take the good with the bad. In order to get down there in field goal range, you had to do something positive to move the ball. But at the same time, how are we going to be able to finish these drives and convert for 6 the next time we get down there?
Bengals offense ready to possess the football for the 2nd time. The lead sits at 4. So they'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10. They'll begin here on the ground. They'll bring this up to the 22. The linebacker Jerome Baker there to make the play. It is 2nd and 9. To throw is Burrow. They'll look to set up the screen here. Room to run past the 30. And that's going to be a 1st down. A pickup of 9.
1st down, Cincinnati.
Now, Burrow. They'll try to set up the screen here. This one could be sniffed out. Blown up in the backfield.
Well, the best screen plays, of course, you want the offensive lineman out in front of the running back. They act as his escort, his lead blockers. But what you can't afford is for the defenders to be in the backfield and get to the running back, because those offensive linemen, they can't help him at all.
He's got the hookup to Mike Gesicki. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line.
A gain of 14.
First catch for him on this new season, and it results in a 1st down.
Just seems like every year, Mike, the tight end position just continues to grow within the passing game and establishes a bigger and bigger role. And listen, I know I'm biased, but if you want to have a good passing game, you better have a good tight end.
And he'll move this ahead for about 4 yards. Devin Bush there on the stop. Just shy of midfield. Here's 2nd and 5. They go play action for Burrow. He'll get this out to his running back. The tackle's going to be made down at the 40-yard line. Pickup of 11 yards on that one. And the Bengals going to have a 1st down. Working out of the gun, Burrow. That's dropped off for Moss.
All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection. And maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
It's a gain of 10.
A gain there of 10 yards. It's a Cincinnati 1st down. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Catch left side is made by Higgins. They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Here's Brown. Oh, he's hit behind the line, and the ball is out. And no turnover here. One of the guards able to get the football and get on it to keep possession.
Pretty fortunate right there, Mike. If that ball bounces just a different direction, that could easily be a turnover or even points the other direction.
easily pick up the first down. They've got first and goal coming up. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. Not what you want to see quarter one of week one. This has been some kind of march downfield now. Can they pay it off with 6? It's first. The linebacker, Jordan Hicks. He's got his first sack of the season here early in week one.
The offense goes from feeling really good about the previous play with a real nice pickup to then on the ensuing play ending up going the complete opposite direction. Really nice job here by the defense immediately getting back on track. What do the coaches say? Just play the next play. And that's exactly what they did.
Moved back to the 10. They'll try here on second and goal. He's got it at the 3. And he's so close to the goal line. Couldn't get that ball extended. They keep him out, and it sets up third and goal. Moss. And he's not going to get in. Tackled at the line. It'll bring up fourth and goal.
I give that defense all the credit in the world there, Mike. And offensively, you find yourself first and goal from the 1. You have to find a way to get that last yard and put the ball in the end zone. There's no excuses to miss a touchdown.
So, first quarter in the books here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. It's the Bengals on top, and we're back to Cleveland in a minute. Fourth down, and the Bengals will bring in Evan McPherson for the field goal try. This, about as short as you can get. McPherson's kick is good, and the Bengals go out to a 10-3 lead.
You know, I think it's safe to say here, Mike, as this offense leaves the field, they wanted to stay out there and go for it. But I think in this case, the coach is playing the long game. He understands that these 3 points now can end up being very valuable as this game moves along.
He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The Browns offense ready for their second possession. Just the lone field goal for them so far, down 10-3 in this one. And they'll start first and 10. Throwing, Flacco. He finds Judy on that one. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up second and 5.
5-yard gain brings up second down at the 29-yard line.
Here's Ford. And he will pick up a first down up to the 37-yard line.
7-yard gain. That's good for a Browns first down. First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Again, it's Ford. And he is fortunate to get past the line of scrimmage. Call it a yard at most. Demetrius Knight there on the tackle.
Brings up second and 9.
They're trying to run with their fullback. Trying to use that big body to go forward. Gonna get to the line of scrimmage, but nothing after that.
There's very few defenses in today's NFL, Mike, that you can play the cornerback position and be unwilling to tackle. Those days are kind of over, so give credit to this guy. I mean, he identified run, he understood his leverage and gap fit, and he's able to bring him down for no gain.
Jerry Jeudy, the intended target, and it's going to bring up fourth down.
It's just so hard to be a good offense in the NFL, Mike, when you are not good on third down. Your inability to extend drives, it either puts a lot of pressure on your coaches to be aggressive on fourth down or simply punt or take a field goal. You have to maintain possession and give you more practice to score touchdowns.
And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. The Bengals offense about ready to take over once more. With a solid start so far. Touchdown and a field goal on their first 2 possessions. On first down, Burrow. The ball comes out. One of his teammates is there to pick it up.
rusher through that quickly and not expect there to be consequences. Fortunately, they're at least able to fall on it and prevent this from being a complete disaster.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. A carry here for Brown. And the defense signaling safety here. The official says he made it out of the end zone, but not by much. On the ground, it's Brown. Oh, that's not going to work out at all. That is a safety. That is the danger of the play calling down there, Greg. Try to stretch it out. Can't get there, and it's going to cost them 2 points.
Most often, Mike, anytime you're backed up, the idea is to try to get the running back running downhill at the defense. For that exact reason, he got bounced out wide. They were able to string the play out towards the sideline, and it results in the safety.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Here's Flacco to throw. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 42-yard line.
Flacco. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down. This one broken up. It's incomplete. Good job separating the receiver from the ball, and it is 4th down.
And this passing game continues to come up short these last couple plays. That's 2 consecutive incompletions in a row. Now they're staring 4th down right in the face.
And he couldn't get that one to check up. It'll keep bouncing into the end zone. It's a touchback. The Bengals offense ready to come back out for this next possession. The lead is 5 as they're going to start with this 1st down. Off the play fake. Here's Burrow. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up 2nd down. And a good tackle out wide will hold him to a gain of just 3. Got to get it to the 30. Here comes 3rd down. Burrow from out of the gun here on 3rd down. His 5th catch of the afternoon. Good for a 1st down.
Claim to number 1, Jamar Chase. A gain of 15. 1st down, Bengals.
It just seems like whenever they need a big play on 3rd down, you can almost guarantee that he's someone they're going to try to get the ball to, and certainly easy to see why. Clutch play by everyone involved and keeps the offense on the field.
And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
Not a great start by this running back here in the 1st half, Mike. He had a fumble earlier. Now he struggles just to get back to the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to get more out of this run game as the rest of this game moves along.
And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
So the key to these off-tackle style run plays, Mike, is you can't allow penetration. You cannot allow the defenders to get in your backfield, because when they do, the play really has no chance and you end up going backwards.
To throw is Burrow. Downfield, got him, and he's got it. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
21 yards.
Already closing in on 100 yards receiving in the 1st half. That one picks up a 1st down.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation. and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success. I'd like to see that running back be a little bit more decisive with his cut, Mike. You can see he was a little hesitant, and once you're late making that decision, you just kind of get strong laterally. Great job there by the defense, and he has no choice but to take that loss.
Looking down the field there, but it falls incomplete. 3rd and long. Burrow. That is incomplete. Great work to get in there, make things difficult defensively, and it sets up 4th down. After that incomplete pass, we have a player shaken up. He'll get himself looked at, but this is not how you want to begin a new campaign. And no chance of a run back here. This one's going to sail out of bounds.
Foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense. Automatic first down.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Now Brown. And that'll be a pickup of 3. Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Looking middle there, but it's incomplete. 21 is the line to gain as we hit 3rd down. Burrow now. That is hot. What a throw. T. Higgins. Touchdown, Cincinnati. What a start to the year. His 2nd touchdown in this opening half.
All week, we're going to see this play be run over and over as a highlight of the quarterback and the receiver. But, Mike, the part that people don't give enough credit to, in order to get a downfield shot, you have to have time. And what a great job by the offensive line, allowing the quarterback to be comfortable enough in the pocket. Let those deeper routes develop, be on time and accurate with the ball. And that's why this play is going to be a highlight all week. Let's give the big guys up front some credit.
After the TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away. Now return coming from the 7. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Browns offense make their way out to take over once more. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. Now, faking the give. Open man, and that's Tillman. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
A gain of 4 brings up 2nd down. At the 33.
On 2nd down, it's 4. And he'll push his way ahead for a gain of 2. B.J. Hill shuts it down there.
It's a gain of 2.
They'll come up to 3rd and 3. Now Flacco. That's caught. It's Jerome Ford. And he's going to be out of bounds with a gain of 7. And that'll be enough for a 1st down.
And the Browns, 1st down.
Now the former Vol, Dylan Sampson. Heck of an effort there to duck out of one tackle, but you wind up only gaining about a yard.
Brings up 2nd down.
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd and 8. Quick throw here is complete. And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning.
Gain of 5 brings up 3rd and 3.
3rd down and 3. To throw is Flacco. That's caught by 4. From the 35, it's 1st and 10.
Gain of 15 yards.
Here's Flacco. It's caught. That's Deontay Johnson. And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and
Go to throw. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force third down.
Third down and less than a yard.
Trying to run here with Sampson. He's going to have a Browns first down. He has it by plenty. They keep the drive alive here on 3rd and inches.
That's another Browns first down. 1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
They fake the jet sweep and will hand it up the middle. And the Browns are going to have a 1st and goal. They'll take this one down to about the 3-yard line. The Browns going to use the first of their timeouts here. They stop it here with just under 40 seconds until halftime. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him. Now, following that sack, we have a player who was injured. He'll get himself looked at, but this is not how you want to begin a new campaign. Now, from the 9, it'll be 2nd and goal. He'll look to throw. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
So as halftime looms, Mike, they have to find a way to capitalize on this drive right here and make sure they end the half with some sort of points. Now, that incompletion, not ideal, but at the very least, it stops the clock.
That is caught by the tight end, David Njoku. Touchdown, Browns. The tight end using the middle of the field. I got a tight end next to me who's caught 60 NFL touchdowns, knows how to operate down in those spaces.
And that was my favorite place to operate, Mike. I always had this rule: the closer you got to the middle of the field, the worse they got at defending the pass. So that's where I wanted to work, and that's where this guy was working and leads himself to a touchdown.
Extra point up and good from Hopkins. And the Browns have cut the deficit to 5. They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. From the 6, here comes a return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. Out comes Joe Burrow and the Bengals offense to take over once more. And he's had things all his way in the first half. Those numbers are sensational. He looks to add to them with another drive here. Burrow now to throw on first down. Open left side is Gesicki. And he'll get about 8 on that one. Most of it coming after the catch. It's 2nd down. Halftime coming up. We'll get you down to Scott Hansen at our EA Sports Halftime Report. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That's caught. It's Dylan Sampson. And he's not going to get too far. Tackled after a gain of just a yard.
Brings up 2nd down at the 27-yard line.
On the bootleg, he'll look to throw. In trouble, and down he goes. Trey Hendrickson. He works his way in to record the 2nd sack of his young career.
The entire idea of the bootleg is to move your quarterback off of his normal spot, buy some extra time for your offensive line, and alleviate some of the pressure on the protection. But in this case, it seemed to me like the quarterback panicked a little bit. He went into survival mode and ended up leading to a massive loss.
Throwing now on 3rd and long, and he'll let it go deep for Johnson. And he's going to take this one all the way. 84 yards. Touchdown, Cleveland. A beautiful combination in the air. the rest of the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And it's really just a great route, Mike, and then a beautiful throw. The accuracy of the throw is what allowed the receiver not only to secure the catch, but then be able to turn it up and finish the play and find himself in the end zone.
The Browns will line up for the two-point conversion.
Blitz coming. He'll throw it. Nowhere to go. He is taken down.
So they decide to put the ball in the air, which I don't mind on this two-point try, but execution was just a little bit off, and it's not going to work out in their favor this time around.
Scott, thanks. No rest at the break for a couple of, I'm sure, weary defensive coordinators trying to figure out how to stop these offenses here in the second half. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. Out comes Joe Burrow and the Bengals offense to take over once more. And he has been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been picked apart. That is borne out in those impressive numbers. He has been terrific all game long.
And they've really done a nice job defensively holding them in check. I mean, ideally, you'd want your back to average around 4 yards a pop, but they're falling short of that threshold as of now, and partially it's why they find themselves trailing at this stage in the game. All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand, get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball, modest gain.
He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. They gained 18 yards on that one. And the Bengals going to have a first down.
Cincinnati.
Now, Mike, I really like this game plan, right? The strategy on third and short so often is, okay, just get enough for the first down. If you decide to air it out, everything short, get a fresh set of downs. They're saying the defense is going to pack it in close. They're protecting the sticks. So let's just throw it over their head and try to go for a big play.
And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15. A big play and a much-needed one as well. 31 yards. On the move at the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Moss. This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
These negative runs, they just make everything for the play caller that much more difficult, Mike. So they've got to find a way to be more efficient on these early downs, meaning 1st and 2nd down, because if not, you find yourself the entire game in 3rd and pass, and that's what every single defense in the league is trying to do.
3rd and long. Looking out of the gun, Burrow. That is caught at the 3. And he's in. Andre Yosibov. Touchdown, Bengals.
Mike, we used to have a saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. And I think this is a great example here. Two guys clearly on the same page. Quarterback expected his target to be in a certain place at a certain time. He's there, ball's delivered accurately. He's able to pick up the rest with his legs, and that's a big-time connection for the touchdown.
That's going to be caught. So add a couple more points, and they add to their lead. Scott, thanks. Probably a tough halftime for the defensive coordinators, trying to do something to slow down these offenses. What a show they put on in the first half. Good return here. Brings it up to the 33-yard line. The Browns offense and Deontay Johnson getting set to get back to work. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a first down. They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. He'll open his drive on the ground with 4. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
He was taken down behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a yard. Brings up
Throwing, Flacco. They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a first down.
That's good.
Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. That's caught by Judy, working his way across the field. Give them 17 more, and they are on a roll. Another first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Little quick pass to the receiver, heading right. And that one shut down right away. Good pressure on the backside. The defense stops him for no gain. Second and 10.
Second and 10. At the
Flacco. Now here comes the screen to Sampson. Good hustle by the defense. He beat the offensive lineman to the blocks there. No gain on that screen pass.
No gain on the play. Brings up third down.
Here's Flacco to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a fourth down. Dustin Hopkins on now for the field goal. This one from 52 yards away. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Browns will cut the lead down to 4. Scott, thanks. No rest at the break for a couple of, I'm sure, weary defensive coordinators trying to figure out how to stop these offenses here in the second half. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. Jamar Chase headed back out there along with the rest of his Bengal teammates. And you see the numbers for him into this third quarter. They just pop off the screen. He has been open and electric throughout. That one down the field, but it is incomplete. Try again. It's second and 10. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. And nice work after the catch. He stopped a little short of the first down marker, but it is a pickup of 9. They'll run the sneak. Trying to find any seam he can, but the push too strong in the middle. He didn't get there. It's fourth down.
Cincinnati.
So, from the 36, it is first and 10. On the toss, they give it to Moss. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
So much of what makes a toss play so good is it allows you to get the ball on the perimeter of the defense really quickly, and it doesn't stress all of your backside blocking. But on the downside, it does get your running back running east and west. They're running sideways for the first couple steps, and with a defense that can run to the ball, they're able to get you down for a loss.
Burrow from out of the gun here on third down. His 8th reception of the game, and good for a first down.
A gain of 11 on the play. And a Bengal first down.
Really nice job there to move the chains early in this drive, but now as they approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go. Anytime you find yourself on your opponent's side of the field, you have to be thinking points.
He was taken down at the 50-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8.
Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's second and 8. Burrow. Short one into the hands of Gesicki. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short. Try to run it here with Moss. He will not be able to get to the edge. They shut him down. Taken down behind the line.
So it's a pretty manageable third down, so they really have the option to run or pass, so they decide to keep the ball on the ground, which I don't mind as long as you've made the decision already that you're willing to use fourth down to pick up the rest of the yards. If not, I think that's a big mistake.
A fair catch taken here, and it's going to come right at the 15-yard line. Now it's the Browns' turn as they get set to take over again on offense. Trail by 4, a touchdown gives them the lead. Drive begins with first and 10. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up second down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up second and 4 at the 22.
Now faking the give. Caught over the middle by Johnson. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Quick throw taken in by Judy. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. Here's a second and 6.
Second down at the 44-yard line.
We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. It is second and 6. Now Flacco. Rush comes. They're setting up the screen. And that one's not fooling anyone. They were on that screen from the start. And a loss of yards on the play. Here's Flacco. This one down the field, but lined up incomplete.
I think he predetermined that third down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
Out comes Joe Burrow and the Bengals offense to take over once more. And he has been masterful so far leading this offense, keeping the mistakes to a minimum, on point with his passes, generally one step ahead of the defense all game long. And he is stopped in his tracks. Lost of a couple on the play.
At this stage in the fourth quarter, great job by the defense, understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take them down for a loss.
Burrow here on second down. He'll try to set up the screen with Moss. This crowd into it now as we get to third down. To throw is Burrow. He'll get this complete. It's Moss. That's well done as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
First down, Bengals.
So this is a part of the game that everybody works on, Mike. They call it 4-minute offense. You don't necessarily have to have 4 minutes on the clock, but the whole idea is we possess the ball late in the fourth quarter with the lead. The goal is we want to end the game with the ball. So that third down conversion is going to go a long way. Protect the ball, continue to pick up first downs. If they do that, I don't even think their opponent sees the ball again.
On first down, Burrow. He'll step up and run. And nice work there. Going to a slide and gain about 7. From the 32-yard line now, here's second and 3.
At the 32-yard line.
On the handoff, this is Moss. With good blocking leading the way, he's got the first down inside the 25.
Brought down at the 23-yard line. An 8-yard pickup. And the Bengal first down.
Gesicki, the man in motion. A first down throw for Burrow. Open left side is Gesicki. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Now a second down throw for Burrow. And on that first and goal, he is down inside the 10-yard line.
First and goal at the 9-yard line.
Back to throw, Burrow. That is caught back corner of the end zone. Andre Yosibov. Touchdown, Cincinnati. That his second touchdown now here in the season opener. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the fourth quarter, get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, and I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the fourth quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
The kick is good. Makes the score Bengals 32, Browns 21.
After the TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away.
Kickoff for Cincinnati.
On the return, it's Mitchell. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Browns offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up 2nd down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
To throw is Flacco. And open downfield, it's Johnson. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. It's another big play in a game that's had its share. 35 yards. From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. Flacco to throw. Here's a screen set up for 4. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. Give him 13 on that screen play. And a 1st down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Back to the air one more time. That'll be taken in by 4. Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11.
They'll run from the gun, and that's Sampson. And he will not be able to get free. Picking up only a yard. Now, it's 3rd down.
A gain of 1. Brings up 3rd down and 9.
Oh, maybe a free play as he'll look to throw it. And that'll be knocked down. It's incomplete, but it might not matter. Let's check on this penalty. Penalty yardage moves them closer for this 3rd down attempt. It is 3rd and 4. Throwing, Flacco. He's got his man complete. That's Judy. And he's going to have the 1st down. They convert on 3rd, and it sets up a 1st and goal.
Cleveland Browns. 1st down and goal to go.
Run here, it's 4. Marked down at the 6. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. He'll get himself looked at, but this is not how you want to begin a new campaign. They need 6 for the touchdown. 2nd and goal. Now a run, and it's their fullback with the carry. And he got half of what he needed from the 6 to the 3. 2 plays at their disposal, but they'd love to get it right here on 3rd and goal. Flacco. Under pressure, and down he goes. They've got him back at the 10. Now, following that sack, we have a player who was injured. He'll get himself looked at, but this is not how you want to begin a new campaign. Now, on comes Dustin Hopkins in a pressure situation. This to get back to a 1-possession game.
Yeah, he does a nice job handling that kick there, but I think offensively, you come back to the sideline and you're thinking, we have to find a way to finish these drives. I mean, to be in 1st and goal and settle for 3, that can be very deflating for an offense settling for too many field goals.
And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. Jamar Chase headed back out there along with the rest of his Bengal teammates. And he's looking to finish strong. He has been unquestionably the star of the show, as they've just absolutely had no answer on the defensive side of the ball. On 1st and 10, Burrow. To the left side, caught by Chase. And he's going to be out of bounds up around the 39-yard line.
A gain of 14.
A run over center with Moss. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
When you look throughout this game, Mike, I don't think there's even a debate. This defensive line has clearly won the battle at the line of scrimmage over this offensive line. And for an offense that wants the run game to be such a critical element to its plan, they've got to do a better job because there's nowhere to run, there's no holes for the back to find, and all these 0 or negative runs are putting them in some really bad spots. You know at this point the defense has to sell out and stop the run. You know exactly what the offense is trying to get accomplished by keeping the ball on the ground. But now the question remains, are they willing to take some risk here and put the ball in the air on 3rd down, or do they play it safe and keep running the clock by keeping the ball on the ground? When you get the ball in this situation, what you're looking to do is not only end the drive with a touchdown to put the game away, but you'd love to chew up some clock. So with that incomplete pass now likely putting an end to this series, that's a big opportunity for them to try to close this game out.
Fair catch is called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. The Browns offense and Jerry Jeudy getting set for their next possession. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. He's got room to the 45, and he'll be out of bounds inside the 30-yard line.
It's a gain of 38 yards. That's good for a Browns.
Here's Flacco to throw. He'll let this go towards the end zone. That is going to be hauled in. He's got it. Cedric Tillman. Touchdown, Cleveland. Greg, how often do we say it's a 1-possession game, but that's a 2-part story? Part 1 taken care of right there with the touchdown.
All right, Mike, so they go down and they get the all-important touchdown. But only half the time is this truly a 1-score game. They need this 2-point conversion here to tie it up.
Blitz coming. He'll throw it. He's got a man. That's caught. Give them the 2, and we are tied here in the 4th quarter.
Mike, I think all of us can remember exactly where we were during a certain Super Bowl where throwing the ball this close to the goal line ended up being a disaster. But unlike that time, they ran this pass play to perfection, and the result, 2 points.
The Bengals offense ready to get back at it. This game's all even now following that touchdown a moment ago, and they'll look to retake the lead on this drive, which starts with 1st down. A run with Moss to begin the drive. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at that's about all.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
Second down, Burrow. Oh, trying to set up the screen, but that is going to fall incomplete. The crowd cranking it up another notch before third and long. Burrow from out of the gun here on third down. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. They get 25 on that connection. It's a Cincinnati first down. Now Burrow gonna do this himself. Oh, the ball's out. And fortunately, one of his teammates there to save him. He'll wind up getting enough to pick up the first down. They'll drop to throw. To the middle of the field, caught by Higgins. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
Gain of 17 yards. And the Bengals.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts left. It's 1st and 10. A quick slant taken by Chase. Now we'll get a timeout, Cleveland. That's their second. We'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining.
At the 9-yard line.
Here's second down and 3. Brown. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one. The Browns going to use the last of their timeouts now. Talk things over before third down. Ground. Oh, making guys miss, and he's in. Chase Brown, touchdown Bengals. Good drive. They kept the ball. Greg, they moved it effectively down the field and finish it off on the ground for the touchdown.
So often, Mike, we see teams work on a great drive to get down here close, only to settle for a field goal. But in this case, give them a lot of credit. They put a great drive together, but they're able to capitalize and finish it off with 6.
They'll return this from the 10. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. So, Flacco and the Browns down on the scoreboard. A minute 17 remains. They need a touchdown and an extra point to tie it. They come up 1st and 10. It's a short throw caught by Njoku. Here's second down. Flacco. This throw left is complete with Judy. Final minute, no timeouts at their disposal. It's 1st and 10. They'll get up on it quickly and spike it with just a little over 50 seconds remaining to play. Here's Flacco. He finds Judy on that one. Was brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up third down.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
Now they'll set up to throw. Left side, he's got Njoku. And he will have the first down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8. He'll spike it here. 27 ticks left on that clock. Shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. Probably taken in by Sampson. Was brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up third down.
Brings up third.
Clock down to 14 as they get up and spike it. Interesting call for the defense. Pressure or sit back on 4th and 5. Throwing now from the gun. And look middle, and he's got his man complete. He's going to pick up the Browns' first down. Well-designed play to pick up 16 and move the chains. So this one, a win for the visiting Bengals. They move to 1-0 as they earn this victory in the division, no less, here in Week 1. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say so long, everyone.